Hi everyone, how are you? My name is Marla, and today I'm going to talk about this new book I have. Yeah. Everyone thinks. Thoughts cause thinking. But how do ideas come into our minds? We all have original ideas and characters that have been ingrained in our minds. Imagine your mind like a whiteboard, void of all things and having no ideas. Where do the ideas come from? How do we get such ideas? It comes from our experiences, from the things outside ourselves, and from our own reality as we perceive them. That's how our understanding comes to be. That's the foundation whereby all knowledge derives from, and the source of our ideas spring about. Locke explains that the way we see the world through our senses sends distinct signals to our minds about things, and from these signals come our ideas about those things. He calls these sensations. The other way we get ideas, Locke says, is by reflection. The experiences we have give us ideas. From our experiences, we develop our own reality. We, our inner being, our soul reflects on the experience we have that gives us ideas. Your mind comes up with the ideas based on these two operations. When you're thinking of children, they come into the world with virtually no ideas stored for them to think. Ideas will come with knowledge. I think that if a child were kept in isolation on screens and saw no one, interacted with no one, that he would have no more ideas of the world around him to perceive. Sorry. The reason we are capable of happiness or misery is because we think. Our souls determine our personal identity. When we sleep soundly, our soul thinks and perceives. The use of words is so we share ideas, and it is to our advantage in American society is the communication of thought and to make those ideas and thoughts known. The purpose of speech is so we humans can understand each other, and to censure and silence speech is to end our sounds and marks to make our ideas known to others who want to hear. So when the words that you speak are those ideas that you have and your own conception of your own ideas, what you know, what you know and you speak of, those things you know, no one can force you to speak of things you don't know. Do you know what I mean? Locke says that words are voluntary signs and that these voluntary signs cannot be voluntarily signs imposed on you if you don't know of them. What he means is that words like BLM, anti-racist policies, and the like are ideas placed in your head that you either consent or not. If you consent to give them the same meaning, it's to your own ideas and the ideas you don't hold. Truth of these words are based on the knowledge and perceptions of the ideas you know are true. Your ideas and thoughts are truth you hold and may not be true for another. We may speak the same language but speak different ideas in vain and not understood. So if you don't consent to the ideas of BLM, you can't force them upon others. For Inasmuch as many words are learned before we have any knowledge of what they mean, some people parrot back what they have learned and are accustomed to. You can't arbitrarily force an idea on another if the other doesn't yet know of the idea you speak. Unless a person applies it to the same ideas, one cannot speak properly. And unless you excite the ideas on your audience, and those ideas mean the same thing to the people listening, you don't communicate intelligently. The idea's significant meanings means nothing if you cannot evoke the same meaning in another. Do you know what I mean? Knowledge is a perception of the ideas you consider true or false. You acquire knowledge through sharing ideas. Some knowledges we acquire by experience and what we are taught. With Karl Marx, though, skimping because he is one dark devil. I'm reading Karl Marx. Che Guevara, a poor Chilean soul, learned from the devil Marx and aligned with the schmuck Castro to overthrow my ancestors' government, Cuba. I'm interested in how an affluent Christian raised man turns satanic and dark. My answer is, tell me who you hang out with and I'll tell you who you are. Your associations change you for better or for worse. And I think Karl Marx had associations that were demonic. Truth is joining or separating of two prepositions, mental or verbal, or the joining and separating of words and ideas. How do we form truth of thought? Truth depends on being able to separate or join those ideas and words according to the things which they stand for, agree and disagree. Though words are nothing more than our ideas used to make sense of things, the truth, when put into a proposition, will be only verbal when they stand for ideas that don't come to arrangements of the way things are. Verbal truth contains real truth when they are joined with general knowledge and our ideas agree. Truth is just words that agree with or disagree with the ideas in our head. Falsehood is words that agree or disagree of ideas otherwise than it is. And as far as ideas agree or disagree with the typical example of the real things or persons, the truth is real. Truth consists in knowing what the ideas, the words stand for, and the perception of the agreement or disagreement of ideas stands for it is put into words. Stand for as it is put into words. General truth enlarge your knowledge, enlarge our view, and shorten our way to knowledge. Moral truth are those truths that are in our minds and don't agree with the reality of things. Metaphysical truths are real, tangible things and agree with the order of the way things are and have been joined with the settled names of things. The reason I bring up Locke is because his philosophy is the moral basis for our country. And what is going on today is that many of our leaders today, Biden, Pelosi, the left, the popular left, the Democrats, the philosophy that is being espoused today is that of contrary to John Locke. The modern day philosophy today of the left is that of a utilitarian approach. They are pushing for make the world as happy as possible. And with that, those in power agree with the late Jeremy Bentham, who said, let's make policy that would have the best consequences for everyone from this perspective. Those who agree with the utility approach say that morality requires we do what is best from that point of view. And the Great Reset is a radical idea that pushes this utilitarian philosophy. The people in the Great Reset, everyone involved in the Great Reset, are social reformers. The Democrat, the left, they're social reformers, the progressives, and they move away from our philosophy of John Locke, which is a philosophy on freedom and based on God, or the abstract moral rules written in the heavens, to this of utilitarian. Some good choices to read in case you have nothing to do. These are some really amazing books that will enlighten your knowledge, that will enlighten you and inspire you to thinking. Go and buy them at Barnes & Noble. Thanks. Or wherever you want to buy them. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe below, and also send me an email at mfernandezbenavides@yahoo.com, and let me know you want to be included in my email subscribers list. I will surely inspire you and welcome you into my community. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, comment, and let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks. Bye. And buy some books.